meti gara furukube punti mpunasi sokode no wakanchira katabin say you wati unkensen kwabena keja guma mene yanko
wa mabe aborna wum lahabal nyaxsim asibir dalat kurga yo point ne pergele nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah muni nyatin ban yabga ka borna wum ya to nyaxsim ko twe kane ban la akum nana Bobie Ansah ka bugum lahabal suma tingban yabga nana Bobie Ansah muni nyatin ban yabga o twe kane o twe kan yarama o twe ne bjelba atia nyangu nyanyu twegba onyelo mabia nana Bobie Ansah tingba
nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah berema be meti gara furukube punti mpunasi sokode no wakanchira katabin say you wati unkensen kwabena keja guma mene yanko
ebi didi ebi de komode wom enfoni Carlos ne Ansah ne Mustafa ne nkrofo masa da bia de atia de sen so mudi cast ho atrantwie twi ye ka atrantwie a atse ayi kinagate fo a omuti si so a chese so okọ na wo ba chese cast ho de omuti ho aye okusie a wayi chino no
nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah berema be meti gara furukube punti mpunasi sokode no wakanchira katabin say you wati unkensen kwabena keja guma mene yanko
Nkuku ya kabang adibiara durefu ya wofere na fu na nso ya asase durefu ya wofere ne siw adenti efisa asase ne panyin opanyin ne hira opanyin ne Kwabena Bobie Ansah sasere kukuku da bi ochi mekwan no di nkampro obebare bia na wabebare daily graphic ne daily guide memunsam asai magana fu eje na kurum muntie eje nteterechi onamo so wadoto nsura akorokraw gana fu se ubeshi akwache wo kwanchen no bema achenchen ache wo kwanchen de eni ankako awrukwa chakra chenchen no ma ne yechen achenchen na se poto ni be poto kasa mafia na efi potofi nti Ghana fu nti Bobie se obi abo ma wabo ni bi mu watu Bobie na obi so obesan abo obi a boni bi na dan obobia Ghana fu beti aman yesem sempa Bobie wona Ghana fu nanti ubiribiri wona won nanti umprempren mo nanti ubiribiri nanti umprempren
ene ya mwakwa ba so magana mejo mo so ma fi o mo pa
o program no ya na won croford do
ye sa oh ene o mo fa ncheme
o ba me ntufo
yo o mo fa ncheme
waba tele Accra FM ya mami
ene ya mwakwa ba so magana mejo mo so ma fi o mo pa
o program no ya na won croford do
ye sa oh ene o mo fa ncheme
o ba me ntufo
yo o mo fa ncheme
Now, there are two things that I know. Because remember, I'm a man and Uncle Father, and that's watcher. Before Gabriel just Dacono, nephew, Ofiananto. Now, I used to support Akufo-Addo. So, what happened? Akufo-Addo, living literature, and I don't think I will support Akufo-Addo. And that, in fact, the opportunity of Mayor, Mama, Fagana, Akufo-Addo, because he does not. He does not deserve the leadership of this great country. I can't entrust Ghana in the hands of Nana Akufo-Addo. I can't sleep. It's not safe, and I believe that. Question: will not sleep easy with Akufo-Addo as president of Ghana. I mean, no, I will not sleep easy as a Ghanaian. More promote Nana Akufo-Addo as president of Ghana. I can't, because I cannot entrust the destiny of this country into the hands of Nana Akufo-Addo. That's my opinion. If you want, I will repeat it. I cannot entrust the destiny of this country into the hands of Nana Akufo-Addo. That's my opinion. Nobody can sue any opinion, and he knows that. I hope Akufo-Addo and his men are listening, and they should mean Kofi Kumsin on and stop attacking others who I am supporting it. I'm supporting. They should take me on for my view.
For those
who are interested in warmongering, I want to tell them that their agenda will never see the light of day. Madam Speaker, let me say that Ghana will not die. Ghana will live. Ghana will live to give glory and thanks to our Maker and Creator, the Almighty God.
All right, so that's it. Live on Accra 100.5 Thursday afternoon. Yamamunyina Jo Yamamu Kwaba Eba and Jumadi so na Yashia say ni de na Yashia enkomo na ye baba bedi adomo mo join ye on your Facebook page madam was papa and so obi beto data de agina so ahwa sa chale Anyasem kuma because any memoir day. So even when you have 10 people viewing you on Facebook, a great deal. Yeah. A binumo wa omo obi wa one of the and said I deals. But for me and my team, I mean it is a great deal. Say obi be show the data. Just to follow you, and yes, when you be and also when you might the crowd on yet. But the point is, nipa person are part of the process. Yeah, the better or minor, and that is the reason why. I mean, the only reason. Yeah, Emma or more more data. So thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. Abba, your Facebook page, and that is the reason why Kakrabia made me I mention or acknowledge you. I do it, just to show our appreciation, to show that we are grateful. Kwesi Tachi, welcome tonight. Thank you, Kwesi, Governor Bisiki. And so our Roland Blessatoklo, Rakia Adama, Messi Abu the Way is here. Abu the Way always on a Roland and Kwasitachi too. Yes, Governor Bisiki the no about no ko Kwame Jemfi says God bless you, bro. God bless you back, Christian Abuatin. And Christian Abuatin from Adenta too has been consistent on your Facebook page. And it's so encouraging. It's so encouraging. Nana Safu Emmanuel also I will say, and we are grateful. Omunyina abeka ye ho. Ye don mas bebre. All right, so okay, Governor Bisiki say always or no na video no that. So Bra Ike Medasi Bebre. Kwasimante is here. Tai Kise also is here. Kwasitachi says Bobie, we love you for who you are and what you are doing for Mother Ghana. Thank you. Kwame Banaman is here. Albert Kujo also is here. Kwasi Nchibu Siakon. Prince Yusuf Mula. Also Bawo Kumasi Ashanti region. Such a saint is here. Mike na Mohammed Osmanu Mijima Imran Hassan also is here. Rafken. Okay, thank you. Labadi for Madam Wasepa. Then your friend is Minya Enkra Eddie Free Aguna East for Yadamase. Mame acknowledge the presence of Doma almost about YouTube. We are grateful. Yadamwasepa Nyame Ensra Munyina. Okay, so Yasia baby, Yabeya Juma. Let's do this.
Yeshangwara, nyame upenyara upenyara nyane tini nyane yo Munguara nefiu yedia ubrasi kesi dauswasio yeri dauswasio nyame die hasida Enye nyame Tredra po nyame Enye nyame Tredra po nyame Enye Udika sinemo nyalo wonu Tredra po nyame Yeshwara Sheyafu nyame Yeshwara Shesira nyame Upenyara Oyani alawunyo Munguara nefiu Yedia ubrasi kasi dauswasio Yeri dauswasio nyame Wabatele Yehasida Wabatele Nyame Enye nyame Tredra po nyame Enye Udika sinenu nyanu wanu Tredra po nyame Yeshwara Sheyafu nyame Yeshwara Shesira nyame Upenyara Amalewu anendijo Munguara nefiu Yedia ubrasi kesi dauswasio Yeri dauswasio nyame
All right. Abba. Saya.
Where I come from, the truth is irony.
Thank you. Don't mind me, eh?
This mean iniquity. Who go say the truth?
Say!
Who go say the truth? Christian cancer, silence. Islamic leaders, silence. Kings and queens, silence. Traditional leaders, silence. So who go say the truth?
Truth for justice.
We are the workers of the call. Now by area, why no better? We are the workers of the call. One guy's out here, why no better? Who go say the truth?
Truth for justice.
Who go say the truth?
Truth for justice.
Oh, he did not see what I see so. Now your friend on an iron camason. Only papi or becca nice and beer. So I won't or bet you were too. Everybody was afraid. And until I learned to my quantity again, once my board don't be one and I but who go tell the truth?
My man for that, Accra FM newsroom.
Or say, man, Nanso bien person become one because every.
Thank you so much.
Afraid.
The production crew. I'm grateful. And as Kwame Kwache fits one day, call him. And as to we are the party pande people pop salad. Thank you. Eugene is here. My main father say massive fast. Boss Yoda. Anything in Madame Wasabebre. And I say Nkoma Benya FM. Oh, Cape Coast. And I say Nkoma.
Who go say the truth?
Study FM or Takra de. My father say my Dagban FM or Tamale.
Would your mind ever shine my friend for some? But who go tell?
So what? I had Tamale na Tamenka. Mohamu Akwaba.
Do you see?
Hamza Abdullah.
Even journalists
Wize Senor, Jolam Tetela, Samo Ayo.
Right is right. Wrong is wrong.
Mediana Nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah, the old soldier, the old lion, the last man standing, Commander Bobie is here till 6 p.m.
You say you wanna get rid of corruption.
Wafaki join here.
Someone want to help you. Now the person become your target. Jobless, no, they need senseless.
And now opinion a yes argument no I de Bremono.
Who go tell the truth?
Your friend Kasa Hunu Kasa Faso be any so.
Or say a man. Nanso bien person be come wasam.
Kasa Hunu Katro be say we Kasa Hunu Kasa Tintin Toponko. Kasa Tintin and Chichiro mine.
Ansah fue muayini.
Kwame Ernest is here on Facebook.
Who go say the truth?
Auntie Efia Aboko B. Auntie Efia Medasi Bebre. Support me deep.
When you know yet.
I mean, show. Emmanuel Suzuki. Asante Achim North Agogo for Amuzu.
I feel for the money more.
Yes, I chesa. Oh,
the cross on my Ansah fue muayini. Aku kutro for you na darling. Who go say the truth? Abaya di bote chino. Yedi bi bebo nyande bi. Kachisa udi oma opipi numa. Would your mind never shine my friend for some? But who go tell the truth?
Kofi Bado is here.
TUC silent. Even journalists silent. So
Now who go say the truth?
right is right. Wrong is wrong. No matter how you justify.
Samuel Francis.
You say you wanna get rid of corruption. Someone want to help you.
I never Kofi do say.
Become your target.
Clement is here. Sina Isa.
Jobless, no, they mean senseless. Poverty, no, they mean useless. One day, them go resist.
Thank you so much. Live on a 100.5 Citizen Show. Okay, my main fa and you non to from na yending komo. What a trotro mo shop baby bia wo bia no. Kase hunu yemfa kase hunu nchechire o man kase hunu. Kase hunu. Kase mfa so bia ama. Kasa sa. Ya no na ayi ya friend say Auntie Sophia, Auntie Sophie. Kasa different. And I say ubetimi ebu oman no different. Kasa enumdwa ahomaso kankan tantan. And you see and I'm parliamentary proceedings. Ya no na dia ba bedru baby ayedru. Kasa mfaso bia ni so ene mrane bro wo mo bo sa Akufo-Addo no enkrofo bi na tra dem they decided to just hype him. Say yam fa adwene enya de oni bi yam fa adwene mu oman oni bi. That is the reality. Only be unto me. There is no way he can do it. So I will say Akufo-Addo ba afoforo no oyade bi obi aba mampani bi aba oyiyi nkrofo ono nkwa obae And Saturday, Kwame, I think it was in 2017, right? 2017. Okay. Or by 2017, maybe I better what they be. Or ye ministers. Or ye ministers, we are no. And was sound like say a school for no say or ball moment. Okay, so let's go. Young go tier on Osafo Mafo. Young go tier Osafo Mafo. So young go tier on Osafo Mafo.
The senior minister. This was a ministry that, or a minister that featured very prominently in President Kufuor's government. It was occupied by the very distinguished economist and statesman, Mr. J.H. Ansah, and those of us who worked in President Kufuor's government appreciated very much the value of his service. He brought to bear long experience in public life and, of course, major insights into how the economies of countries run. I believe that I'm equally lucky that I have a senior figure of our party, arguably the most successful finance minister in our history, who is also going to play very much the same role for me as Mr. J.H. Ansah played for President Kufuor. He's an engineer by training, began his career as an engineer, then moved rapidly to become an investment analyst at the Capital Investments Board, went to work for Valco, ended up as a very prominent banker, Bank for Housing and Corporation, came to work for the National Investment Bank as a chief executive, managing director. And then when the politics of the Fourth Republic began, was one of those who helped draft our current constitution in the Consultative Assembly. And when we went into Parliament, well, as a minority, initially was the spokesperson for trade and industry. And when President Kufuor won the election of 2000, appointed him the Minister for Finance. He made the famous statement that he took us into Hippie and got us out of Hippie. He subsequently became also the Minister for Education and Sports and chalked up another first in that capacity by making it possible, by organizing the first appearance of the Black Stars at a World Cup. Is an individual who has very high reputation in the ranks of our party, and I believe in the country as a whole. Has a broad, all-round experience, which I think is going to serve my government very well. So I've recommended him to Parliament for approval as senior minister. That is Mr. Yao Safo-Mafo. He has been the leader of the transition team that I nominated from our side and the incoming government, and has done a yeoman's job. They've been even able, well ahead of schedule, to produce an interim report that was submitted to me yesterday. And as I say, I believe he's going to be of invaluable assistance, especially to the chairman of the economic management team, that is.
Wahu, etiefo ohu, ni titru omo follow ye no. So Osafo Mafo. President bi aba. Naso yi ni ministers a. Oba wo mudin bia ya issue statement. Ya yiwe. Akufo to me waste obia time. E waste on mine resources. That day almost say you see this guy just decided so best say o mine sikakeke. That is a good father for you. This guy just decided so o best say o mine sika. Now untie for is an engineer. And I still the investment. He worked with Bongo, prominent banker. Wait. And one bomb that sir, almost trick you know the UP tradition. That is their trick. Sana yeah. Okay, running time. Yeah, but Dr. Credit as at any mampong, as Antimampong. Nia, yes, share. Dr. Credit Preku, yes, go school wa bim papa. Yeah, yes, Dr. SK Buafo. Here, you see the whole world lawyers on the Dikai. Nia bo. A friend say, you see a friend lawyer be, I go to Ampao. Said that from where go to where go, can see. From where to go from Kolebu to you, say, yes, I go to Ampao. Now, Satan, Kumasene, Mampone, your Bako Tampa, no dear. Hey, and Yasem Kuma, crack. So, you see, this is their trick. Almost high pain crop. That is their nature. Yarina Amagana, Kasahunu, and Amagana, Abedru baby Adri. Udim, I did do a what Jomahama, yeah. Jomahama, Hunukra said, as what did to Chips compound, a achievement, Chips compound. I go for it to be 2 car. I go a Kate sword, a Yoda, a street light. Say street light, you say water, baby, say borehole, something, borehole. Or Koyebi ho, and no Koyebi so tamale, a northern region. Kasa, ombe kasa sa, and now a staff for and I still think engineer. 2017, what to me a sancro for lie, no bomb credentials. Or ye and Okoyebi or two for. Kadia, why you tray ya? My you won't call I no idea. I said to what you are. I think to play. Nabo Bray, Nabo Blabla, Nabo Blabo, Nabo Bla, Nana, on God, I need you woman. Can you imagine? To a boss of Mafum Ranesa. Kwasi asam kwa na osam mafu ne friends kwasi asam ogdi your friends say mo friends say Crow and Associates or something sa $1 million issue no mo chinchim dom le vonumo sa okay can Theophilus say a transformer or so power transformer on to my oti region yes transformer adia jomama on fan to no one take crampo. This is Pokran and Becquaco Commission. Nti kasa. Oh, so what tell me where you are? Listen to me carefully. Aya kasa na dia drew her. Kasa. Na nanado. What to me, I go for to me for asem. Yeah, I go for yeah, your friend say, speech we are, or your speech in we are now busa MP, which MP near. Nana kasa, and then. Ubusa nana ka say nana tebro say yeah nana tebro say so yango tie on Kenofurata 2017 oyi no asema okafa ne ho emrane a ode ball Kenofurata
one of the most successful bankers in our country. An American educated, Columbia, Yale, the rest, worked in Wall Street as a young man for Morgan Stanley and for Salomon Brothers. And when he returned here to Ghana in the late 80s, early 90s, combined with his partners to found what has become the most successful investment bank in our country, that is Data Bank. It's grown to have affiliates across the continent. So we have somebody who's been deeply involved in the economies, not just of Ghana, but of several countries on the continent, and has been successful in promoting investment and development in those economies. His reputation in international capital, money markets, very high. We want to get the Ghanaian economy fully back on track and developing so that we can create jobs and and raise the living standards of our people. We need an economist. We need somebody at finance who has the range, who has the capacity, and has the insight into how to move modern economies. I believe that most people who are dealing in the money market, the capital markets of our country, would acknowledge him as one of the outstanding figures in it. He, for the last 3 years, has done something I suspect many members of his family thought was a madness. He stepped down from his leadership of the data bank to follow me and give me his full support, and became chairman of the group that was raising money on my account, and has been an invaluable assistance to me these last few years. I believe he's exactly the right man to lead our country's economic revival, with the support and under the chairmanship of the Vice President and the Economic Management Committee. But he's one of those that I have assembled that I believe is going to do a yeoman's job for our country. And I recommend him very strongly to the Parliament for approval as the next Finance Minister of Ghana. That is Mr. Ken.
You see another one. One, I think for somebody, another one, another scam. From Osafmafu to Kenofuriata, another scam. So, I didn't be down or say white. And I didn't say good name. Na a scammer penny. You know who is the senior scammer? Now scammer penny introduces scammer ketwa. And he worked at the Wall Street, Columbia, University, the most successful investment banker, the bank and data bank. Got some say, oh, that I'm got some say, oh, I don't be a Ghana for. No, you see, scammers. You see scammers? Mm-hmm. On the Ghana for Faso. So, my main line up. Oh, and we'll join a new and that has been their traits from Rollins' time. In Domo catch Rollins, no so many buga buga. Oh, we no buga buga. Woman Tishi, I say, woman go school. As one of catch a NDC for no. Not knowing that they were thieves. They were and they are still criminals. They are criminals. The kasa hunu yemfa mu o man. Kasa hunu, yeah. Why does the work you work at the Wall Street? Oh, Columbia University. Yes, no, I know actually one was actually I want to be with across actually no. But you see, on a more serious note, a quiet woman dear Fasuni. One was idea we are seeing way back there. JB Dankwa, wouldn't him JB Dankwa. What been papa. Wouldn't him say JB Dankwa ni buku back crowd we are saying. JB Dankwa. Because look, when you study JB Dankwa and study Kroma. Enye JB Dankwa yonko ne nkruma obabia. But now omo di tu omo. Hwe, wonim overata, wonim oferpenions and chasa hwe enie. African overata so no call kandapa. Kandapa kra de ya na se on de ye kakra. Ono no why na dwene say on kandapa problem ne say why na dwene say ne nkokura abremu no ono mu nyina edi edi awie enti kandapa ya na ase emu eda ho kakra ena kandapa abobra chenke no furi ata ne osafo mafo on kandapa de ne de eya na eya na ase to da bia eya adwuma kakra but yango to kandapa so on say those hype osafo mafo
I've decided to designate a minister responsible for national security, and I've chosen a man who's had a wide experience of government. When we were in opposition, he was the spokesperson on mines and energy. And when we came into office in the year 2001, President Kufuor made him his first Minister of Energy. Subsequently became Minister of Communications, and then became also Minister of Interior and of Defense. He's an accountant by training, a man who rose up to become president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants. And you have here yet another very broad-based personality, somebody who's had considerable success in his private life, in his chosen profession. Then, moving to the public sector, has also distinguished himself and has had that broad experience that anybody dealing with issues of national security should have. So he is also the person I recommended to the Parliament for approval as National Security Officer. He has been in the last Parliament, that is the one of 2009 to 2013. He was chairman of the Public Accounts Committee of the House. And I think that from that vantage point, you get a really deep insight into how the Ghanaian government works and doesn't work. So I think that in this present position, assuming and hoping that the House approves him, that he will bring
way back
together
2017.
all of this.
Oh, you shouldn't say left and they friend kandapa sorry bra. The kandapa grade with me born kakra se wabobra kakra ba ku mienu miensa bi and at least it's okay.
So watch our parliament, public account committee, park on na what so, and then former president Kufuor no a minister, or MP ache.
Yeah.
Back in Overiata will be any so no one can any business.
Nothing. Even as someone I go for the comfort for that I will say data bank. Na one of the successful investment banks. Data bank and Tikromana can no for that for MPP office at the Koje a loan or Prudential Bank.
And they running the data bank.
Yes, data bank no go. On one bank no go, but Akufo-Addo was able to lie. A liar, an old man. Yeah, didn't actually Ghana for said I didn't know data bank, but for Akufo-Addo becoming president, that data bank a go. A party MPP party no a dang. Yeah, President Kufuor Adaroma and Omuko fire and Omuko or Diko Siarowa collateral Prudential Bank. When we saw mobile power and Nana Mamutimi Otiminia Scadicoti.
Say this candy.
Yeah, because Prudential Bank Fortress is Omuko court. Yeah. Engineer say Kakrano or Moiano or Tibi no Diko.
It's I went to me and find a Prudential Bank. No.
Okay. Matthias. Okay, so you got here also a free Yakuto. And that PFJ, minim nipa, minim how a PFJ is benefiting for. I could tell you, so what you should PFJ.
Systematic decline in the performance of Ghanaian agriculture. Output, rates of growth, the capacity to create food for ourselves, produce food for ourselves. All of these have been on a systematic decline. And it's time we put in charge of agriculture people who have been thinking, have been successful in the area, and who have a very broad, comprehensive view of what we need to do to get Ghanaian agriculture working, so that one, the food deficits that we now experience, rice production, even in terms of tubers of cassava, yam, etc., that all of those become things of the past, that we're able to develop cash crops that can diversify our economy and generate more export revenues for us and provide us also with raw materials for the industrial development that we want to take place. Educated, did an agricultural degree at the University of Ghana, subsequently became PhD holder from the wrong university, but nevertheless a good university, was at Cambridge. So, and then from there, went to work for the International Coffee Organization and rose to be, in fact, its number 2 figure. So we're talking about somebody who's extremely well versed in issues to do with agriculture, agricultural productivity and development. For the last few years, he has been a member of parliament for Kwabena, and also the spokesperson for our party in the House and in the country. I think many of you have been listening to him and the pleas that he has been making for more appropriate policies, for the revival and development of our cocoa industry and other aspects of our agricultural system. I believe that he's in a position to provide very strong leadership to the farmers' organizations and to the farming community in general. We're talking about somebody who's going to have a very hands-on approach to the development of our agriculture. And it is an area which we need all the help that we can get, beginning with having a proper policy framework which will enable Ghanaian agriculture to prosper. I believe that Dr. Usman Friakoto has the credentials to make that happen for us in our country. So he's the person that I'm recommending to the Parliament.
Okay, so I'm well, another number one scam. Yeah, the bray. A friend say, I was so free Yakuto. I pay for national legal.
You have a body credentials.
There is a virgin. I'm bridge. Wait. So at the end of the day, no, one more baton, a wura, and the other name producer, I so before one more babaka or babo or big credentials, no. Say, agree and once man no car. No condemn said your mama time no dear na agree in your crack. Now fail no do be a bar or baby ye. So today, just do the comparison.
But Kwabena, only Mr. Planting for Food and Jobs in 4 years no. Sika ako room 3.3 billion Ghana cedis. Ni nyina wo akoto. Last year Kwabena bra wukra wo ye Sabre ensu anto a enuane boye din e wo Ghana say 2022. Planting for Food and Jobs, Sika government edi ewura mu nko a 614 million Ghana cedis. Na aduane no way. Because I say e kwaya ye fa so ye kua eni se nsuo beto aduane beba. Ensuo ato aduane ma. Planting for Food and Jobs buy no ensi san hwe. Last year farmers work poultry farmers ensu yanko dwa so ankotwitwa bode no ne banche no ne bayile no ama.
And now be sending me Alexander Crazy was it talk is cheap.
Yeah.
Kasa hunu.
Poultry farmers so mo fra akoto afiri papa ya wa hye yomoyi. Say e mo nya buro ma wa mo ayi fa ayi a poultry ayi enkokwa o ka kire mo se wa mo ntwa me nsuo nto.
Wait a PhD holder. Wait.
Method for my farming activities more Ghana.
Wait a PhD holder.
And then scout 3.3 billion Ghana cedis.
Wait a PhD holder. Wait. And see, omu yusu omu tactics. Omu say Ghana for yeah. Nanama open so BT Ghana niya. Biare. O shirt, bow tie, she suit, she socks colors. Eno ano no. Na space na pepem.
Oye primeni.
Owu yakwa ye ogina hoyi. Di ogina kwa kwa che.
Ai.
Ha. We see anu a chese what's your director?
Oye primeni.
So Sanjansi si no kaso na finance manager e wa cry for ba. Obajiedi. One who's scammers.
Obajiedi.
So one who's scammers. Me say we say Ghana ha. Ubu say obu Ghana ni a. Wo dey she suit. Na paper was space mu mani nyesire. O ka say obi shia Yoda. Anyway ya. Enye dey Rebecca.
Kai
Yeah. They feel betrayed and they feel like I didn't quite. Who they say suit? Yeah, more adwumam. Munya more adwumam. When you said you say suit, I say space, and adwuma wura nim so nim nyansa.
Oh yeah.
Me
Ono na akọ school ono na nim ade ono na owonim die
ono nim nyansa
yeah ono na owonim die and yes anete
ono na nim nyansa so unim say sa problem ni bi unim say nti obia oye adwuma ewo brofo station omom ka brofo no Class FM Joy FM and this city ni unim say ayo omagin so omunim nyansa
papa
so omunim agimi fo a
ba omo so na adwuma wura afon so bu omo
there be omo say adwuma wura afon no agimi nti no mbu jimini o say jimini na di agro ana usoro jimini na di agro
because wo hwe ye industry mu a enso nka local stations no ye ne ye rure ye ne yeteso ba ye so na adwuma wura afon no fa ye nya hwe obu omo wo kan English no
okay Kwabena despite onim si utu she obu si utu ni oni si utu ni bibia but yamra back to the point is say wo mu say Ghana for nim nyansa
oh yeah
enti yem biti wo so almost start say omo hype gabi na omo chere say she socks colors suit she shoe polish ho na o dey have better TV so ya abo hwene o ka brofo abo hwene and who they said omo nyina wo one trend o ka brofo ba o mia o ka brofo abo hwene na pokra de hene no ba ka se de
won dey abodada
I work as the droben and ashem you see so there is a problem akoto free ye ni abone mrane sa nothing could be yengotie Matthew Poku Prempe yengotie Matthew Poku Prempe yengotie Matthew Poku Prempe na obeti asem a obeka
that we need a vigorous young leader, somebody who will with respect be able to hold his own in the discussions with the professionals of the educational system, will have the capacity to convince and persuade and to provide leadership in this extremely crucial area of our social life. So I've chosen a young, relatively young leader for the Ministry of Education, who will be having his first experience as a minister, but in the House he's already been an outstanding figure in the House, extremely articulate and vocal, man of very independent views. He has served on several committees of the House, so ready to be able to acquaint himself with the issues in health, the special budget, environment, science, technology, innovation. All of these are already areas that he's very familiar with. And I'm very sure that with the drive and the energy and the enthusiasm that he has for public issues, that he will be able to make sure that the commitment that we have made to ensuring that in this, our mandate that we have, the free secondary education becomes a reality for our nation. So the man I've chosen is a doctor. People would have thought that, well, as a doctor, perhaps he should go to health. But that's not my view. I think that the other considerations should guide the choice of where doctors should go. I believe that he has the makeup to be an outstanding Minister of Education, and that is Dr. Matthew Poku-Prempeh, member of the rest. And I believe that he will be able to make sure that the commitment that we have made to ensuring that in this, our mandate,
Okay, so Nana Mahu, another scam. And Napo, or Napo, a bachelor Ghana for you. But you see, now what can be about practicals?
Yeah.
And a theory. One say Baumia 170 questions now, the late Msata no. One say 170 questions now, I can't able to 120
because I don't Ghana solution.
Yes.
I don't Ghana solution is here.
And the why 170 nano also there be.
Any question?
Say Baumia de kwasu bia no enye Baumia. For no patre.
Sa no mo ka.
Sa no mo patre.
But Dr. Baumia so me kan sense mo ankofo ka no. Enya sa na tie. Na no kra meti so obi ka said that say Samira Baumia call chief of staff won mko kosuye. Say ade no mo yi ni kuna si nchen. Na omo mani kunu nya adwuma ni bi. And then someone so an sa Baumia chi di for ka no. Won we ye ne de. Because Dr. Baumia ni sa de na say.
No, on say enema tu no mo de share no. On say baako eye port eye sa
paperless.
Yeah, paperless is any friends import duties no e buy no.
Any new you am the tax stamp no money ade am de ba no.
Am de say ne say enka Akufo-Addo ankasa mpe na e ba omia. So ya no yes Ekasehunu. Ekasehunu. Enti baby a yadru we sesi anu a obia hu no ho ano. Obeda go fa na podi na kwa education ministry. And Akufo was proud saying, say, first time I'm a very young one and I just I hope you'll perform. What a whole education ministry.
Na dia mano.
Na dia shanensa.
Na yesi wonu wo mu committee sa me kan madam fu bia no computer placement. O si wo hu nipa wa ye phone to say Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeda.
Tira so omu nipa.
Wo si che say computer placement ni first year there ya che say wo mu messy up asamre asi abo pe e wo ha sei. Independence Square ha no mu. Na emayi ni wo mu medie America no mu kono me se man ka kire me se omo ni Matthew Poku Prempe hia ho o kaso omo te se aso omo ye mo na omo ye adwuma no so du baabi na omo dismantle omo machines nyina en wono set up wono ankasa ni baabi na ni nkrofo guo no ogiska
emre bi 2 years ago say aye bi ase na me kwaye na ase bi na me hia na pa hwe manim se se memra mektia no sedie o see me and you bunsa ho men fino kra that was that would not put their primary na po almost about 2016 2012 yeah MPP eluzu ye na po fra me so mo kafa kufa do kire me no na nya asem kuma na po na me se na po de na po de o me do ye de o wi ase me do so be chia na me do so be nim me kwa nya we because na me se na po de so ya kola na po be na Joy FM
Bashosu.
No, I kai. Na podia me de oya de.
Bashosu na uhunwa. Ne bag bi e bobo ne ko.
Na podia Misia MPP co opposition 2008. 2010 Misia no airport kuma say yo moy tiafa ne shirt na chi. Nam say nam chia say unia na say. Enti said nano what me aka kromfo aban ho no wa wi akakra fair but the point is wouldn't you be able no I mean how can you some meet me allow me home I won't be date me sir there be I mean say when you be to me so me say musu dia me push was but the point is obia na poni na ye adwuma bia wodi natem education look ne time na baako or ne office for no baako ye madam for e wojolu ha na okakwaye na podi wo nam so a and these are the people enti your education sector no ya bomra ne ya sai no
na hu de no de ye headmaster for Ghana ha bie wa no chance fuei wo de bie wa no ne complain say na free senior high school no aduane ma se we kura de se kom ayi kura dutumi kura de mutimi kura kasa kaka na po ta wo betimi abie wa no baabi odo be kwa akoto no na me se mi kura mo fiscal headmaster na wo kwa retirement wo ye party man no na ni nua no ni other colleagues headmasters for no be o se media mi ko na kamo
akaka mo achi
o se media mi ko na kamo zo
na kwa jima manu
papa no
Sputnik V yengo ti asema okafa akwa enti say ya hype osafmafo nothing could be ken oforata nothing could be kandapa nothing could be akoto afri en kura de chese wono ye bola kura chen obia Matthew Poku Prempe very useless guy kwakwajima menu de ono otwe prison kwakwajima menu de prison na o twen
83 million Ghana US dollars
for ya no to nchen eniema akoso kwakwajima menu atimiama frontiers atimiama contractor foreign minister beka se onim ho hwe wesi onim ho hwe wesi onim ho hwe omo
very insightful. Done a very good job recently as chairman of the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament. He's a well-known economist and an accountant by training. I believe that for us to have a successful health delivery system, we need to come to grips once and for all with finding a sustainable financial base for the operation of our national health insurance scheme. The technical issues involved in what kind of health delivery should be provided, that argument is there. But if at the base we don't find that sustainable financial platform for the operation of the National Health Insurance Scheme, it will continue to suffer the difficulties that it has over these last years. Long-standing arrears of settling bills for health providers, for being able to pay health workers on time sufficiently. The issue of the restoration of training allowances for our trainee nurses. All of these have been essentially financial issues. So I believe that we can have a person there who has a very good eye as how to balance the books and how to make the necessary investments that will make our health system viable, and therefore be able to build on this extraordinary social legacy that J. Kufuor gave the country in the National Health Insurance Scheme. For me, it's an extremely important part of the agenda that we have. So I've chosen to lead the health sector. I was not a doctor, but who I believe has sufficient understanding of the issues to be able to be comfortable with the medical profession, and of very great respect, tolerance. He's not somebody who will walk into a room and say, my view is the only view that matters. He will listen. But when he makes up his mind that this is the way to go, he's extremely firm about it. And I think this is exactly the right kind of material to be a minister. So Kwaku Agyemang-Manu, the Member of Parliament of the North Central, is the man that I'm recommending to the House, to the minister. Very articulate, very insightful, done a very good job recently as chairman of the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament. He's a well-known economist and an accountant by training. I believe that for us to have a successful health delivery system, we need to come.
Furiata, Kandapa, Akoto Free, Kwaku Agyemang-Manu.
Was starting term. Now the first term that the first 3 months, and one was starting.
There was no board game free Macmillan.
First 3 months, $1 million. $1 million. Senior minister.
See, I know you saw my investigation. You almost say, or Nibonibia.
Because what the Okofa company be from America, but say one a cocoa board. Now, cocoa board, mumu to opposition. Musimukuta document in Yina Moba Mubejeli Agongonu opening. We hear crow say crow beba on Kwabena. So it's like, Nana, seriously. But Sanya man President Kufuor no yenya ne hu hia. Ofre Kwaku Agyemang-Manu be gina honoma because so hu say Ghana for ya dwiri mu o. Ye pese ye hu no, ye pese ye tie no no. Na Ghana for ka say na no no ba adwuma ye.
Enti obiti obia. Hwa amoakwata me classmate am ni we school Sunday anadwi. Ye me oni we school na headmaster na tukwai.
On dem so owi anadwo.
Be ya 12 am na.
Saturday.
On be ka che se we school ti em kofi.
Na mo results ba.
Yeah, na anadwi e ba da ya sorry
the hype about unprecedented infrastructural development. I don't believe that we have a road infrastructure that is fit for purpose. So I have brought as the Minister for Roads and Highways, a man who has had a very successful career in the private sector, high business executive, both as in sales and marketing and logistics, who I think will bring a fresh eye and a good, strong eye to what we need to do to improve the road network of our country. He's the Member of Parliament for Atiwa West, in the Eastern region, and is somebody I think we all will be able to trust to be able to do a fair and equitable job as Road Minister, Road and Highways Minister. He's Mr. Kwesi Amoakwata. What we have today, in my view, is not. Despite all the hype about unprecedented infrastructural development, I don't believe that we have a road infrastructure that is fit for purpose. So I have brought as the Minister for Roads and Highways, a man who has had a very successful career in the private sector, high business executive, both as in sales and marketing and logistics, who I think will bring a fresh eye and a good, strong eye to what we need to do to improve the road network of our country. He's the Member of Parliament for Atiwa West, in the Eastern region, and is somebody I think we all will be able to trust to be able to do a fair and equitable job as Road Minister, Road and Highways Minister. He's Mr. Kwesi Amoakwata.
What the marketer? Also, lawyer no cry went to be amoso. Tina na me yo say jai no. What the marketer?
Kwabena so mu ba adwadie o.
What the marketer be road minister?
Kwabena mu ba adwadie.
Hwe. What the marketer be road minister? Hwe.
Amu ba adwadie. Eye adwadie.
What the marketer ababa be road minister? Hwe. Wow.
And so who said the Ghana for si budget so?
No, because you am pay attention and tie asemwa Akufo-Addo eka no. Eya brofo no
da be na Alfred Dr. Mwakoba say last week ya say ankrofobia wo replace BDB aba.
Yeah.
Asema wo kan no say na nadon care say we ye dentist or da education ministry, we ye market or na road ministry, we say asema Dr. Richard Mwakoba kan ya no. And then from day one nya fe no we
marketer abaye road minister. Only any knowledge about roads, and listen to Akufo-Addo say with Amoakwata, my schoolmate, no. With Amoakwata, no. I mean, we have road infrastructure that is fit for purpose.
Yeah.
And what if road infrastructure? I want if I die.
Inti kwa mremane nyo wa so ka say toll booth no dey ba be toilet facility na passengers for any baby.
Oh, your marketer. You see, problem. You see the problem. No, I didn't know AC no I pay attention no. You know na a destroy country no.
Kwabra na destroy what should dey destroy.
Oh, say go so bumper here.
I didn't destroy awie bankruptcy. I didn't destroy awie. I didn't destroy say destroy. Omaya GDP with debt to GDP say Ghana statistical say Bank of Ghana say Bank of Ghana can okura ye ntwa mu 100%. 2022 na 104%. I didn't destroy say destroy. They say me I can say
what the Ghana Van was say here. So Nana said all this about his ministers. Yes. He said all this about his ministers.
2017.
He said all this kind of nonsense. Radio soon to be in Kasebola. Or the sense of who when you are the chair or chroma. Very useless. Yeah, Bobie, I come over home for Bobie to Mammy. Economic team, no. form to sumame. Gamba only on those who was say the bow rice master Professor Jangma I know why. Bobie Mammy, I'm from Yakoton. A man for BJ argue say, oh, Sabaya at least a man for who the difference between John Mahama and one. But baby, I can't do a minor do no. Just look at all these people, nothing from.
Enka ye kuromu ketia for me.
You go to ba miamra. A man for BJ argue say, oh, who the difference. And
so send ye be ya na former president can say posterity so because in can name kuromu ketia na nkrongofo be gina ye kan na do be ye president ya enka Ghana pan ka de enka Ghana pan ka adruni and ye yama akwa yama na se o man kasa na o meka
ketia for
ketia oh any Dr. Mensa no mu gina ho no o mo ka say ya jegu ye nyina tri so mama na nado me Ghana sa ne ya kansam ne ya kansam akase asante nkai
Rama yo go for there ayawra wo sebo
ene munne ene ye nyina ye ne
ayawra wo sam ne atimu no sometimes e wa no wa ferimpo
oh ayawra hosem
because ena wo ka no se masa enka let me tell you something me John Mahama time na issues no gina mu 2014 2015 na light issue ne na me call mampon the park car sata na me grandma otiase na me refia me na na so tem bia oti fie ne kwa no ti mi pie ya ofre me meba me na otiase na ofre me atiati mpolo me pie ya atia. And I was say, Grandma, na, Kwabena, and to say, what any see or your may day. Now you don't hear no. That's why I tell you. And you didn't have a flower tea. This idea.
Okay, oh,
no more than a crow. Didn't have a flower tea. None they say, I was to see you. A chroma, yana. Yet me nakra se want to be dia ane akufo do ikura de se ne ba free krom ha mumma no meye na Kwabena so be ye na mo ho tomo na mo nyina mo ho tomo Kwabena na ukrom ni ya de man kasara me dem kope we fufu obi di ye na me sorry ye
uni hweka
debi uni Mesi 2015 2016 o come upon atani die na de hia ne so ma hu se maba krom wona ase bia me ne me nan fofo apie kakra no na mo akotena ba bi no o mo de atam didie ni twam
oh na
obi timi shada de ba bia ya tise bia se woni wa ase ma pon enwumre me ne me nan fo akotena ase bo se wo mo so de wo mo table no be sin chese
o mo de ba
wo mo de be sin chese na ni akutia omba so mbe chia pepepe brajo boko de na ba da be mi so me ba nra akwa ba wo ho ya fede wa ya kama pa
mo be kan se magu ho
enkrajo no mo de wo table asi wo no mo so age wo mo bie by 10 minutes 15 minutes no ma sha say dia amamu ofun pa say dia oh na se we no me yamfa de nya wo mo na we nanado pa na ba ya nanado ba
enu bi na yi osafo ma afọ kan Say be no sa for ma for kan no. No.
Enti senka omo amaso so a enkene no sa
Oh yeah. And can Nanado the best president ever and Kagana was in Kenya no and then Nanado and na Ghana for na dia jagu nyina eti so Nanado baya
He's a madman.
Oh yeah, de.
A madman. And what?
Because was say voluntary was in kwakwa for no kran 15% depend tender on bonds. Enti no mo sorry amudi no office kwaba no mo ba be dey. Tender bond na be ginu an wo se wo ma voluntary was 15% depend tender on mo dey. Enti no mo ha ne say.
Omo say work no foriata no fatu dwa say said ya wo se wayi ebinum afrim no ya yi musumu afrim fatu dwa as me fantu dwa menka anya dia meboso.
Ansah Kwabena kwa wentimi ankasa bi nyasasem bi abatwe saa ne former deputy minister Kwaku Kwatin osori gina ho ne ene de oh no anu di na tam kra mfa no wasi wonu ma ye na ni san said ye obutu ade bi so awiai Kwabena ntino ye nyina ye hu de bebo awo man no
on why
oh enti na wo ka say Ghana no man na say ya metro say o man na say ya wie Kwaku Kwatin say onipa wo paso ene ye da ehu treatment na Ghana wo Kwaku Kwatin as man o ka ne parliament no kan for real tat ho wo so wo ka say rejoice in the Lord na nipa wo ye gu wanu mu nsu am wawu no wani ti awu a wo no e da no rejoice ebia no watoto wachi niema watoto ni yie ni ade so am ya
wonu se ene mehweke no foriata so na me ya je di sasa asim bia wo kan bia ye no kre because the way Ghana fo nyina no gunu so asan oda so gina ba bi o gina no a menti ase o
onti ase
eya me se bia wo ka bibia ye no kre ne ye ne enim
eno ne de hen. Oh, just last year 2022 you say 2021 no occur year ne last quarter occur issue foreign bond wenya and 2022 domestic bond nkwan we issue you wo so nim ye pa say o minus say enkwafo do wo musika ebe to bond do be ko ham ba na mu issue domestic bond eji nkrofo sika na we issue domestic bond eji nkrofo sika sacrifice wo mu because of wo reckless expenditure.
Osunim sa de na aka so na bro.
Ba Kwabena me so de ye me wan say so ye kwa me fa ko 3 billion. A year Bank of Ghana me assess can be scan away. Scan 2022 no Bank of Ghana try ya wo de maye no. Sika 41 billion because say IMF na ye kono. E 3 years so. $3 billion no. E year this one be 1 billion. Then 2024 be another 1 billion. Say do mama dey. Em say NDC kwaji mu ba ko pe. Two e kan nyom na bebe dey. One French pe. So but last year no Bank of Ghana trace sika print sika equivalent to the okwakwaji wa IMF no enti sika no Kwabena de ne di sika no ye wo Ghana ha ya still na situation we mu ne wo ye san so introduce electronic levy still na kwa de Africa de ne ma sanse
sika na hye thank you 0302208090 your opinion baby adina dru no baby a person de fabia no de emfa for the next 10 minutes my men pick your man for again today live at 100.5 citizen show Lotus Gallery ya de almost bebre hello okay menti oni ananka yi hello
Commander.
Yes sir mpacho your first of free
Commander we need to ikoni
Asamankes for me enko
Commander nyankupo nshira oni ejuma pa obo Mahamanda na minia na wone ne wo no mun na na nyankupo nshira no pa akira na adwen esafata so akira na because o yeti mamuni Commander mi pacho we to bi se mi bi se se ma ti se o fre your vice president Erasmus pacho auto right se yana
Ose Mante enthusiasm so na ku ani
Is that the vice president or Tom and Moody that go out to say with our friends Rasmaster. Commander, oh, about we, and then I will carry no, or my own to say Yentimamu for Mumbian. Because we said the way a finance minister still now, Obusu Jinani Nasu said, or per se, Papa no money and then the Mustilo Musica, or Gino Dubu, my Netimamu for Casana Stelo Muntia. Sabi omu ye se sabi ye se fata omu ya de se ye catch o se de omu ye na nye because ye nche the way ye papa no ma bre asofo o man Ghana anu mo no mo nyamu bibi kakra na mu di kakra na mo ya de no ma babon ti so mo pa enti mu nti omu mo bokura na mu ni sa de ni fio no na papa no mu na mo to ma na yam bi se nti se omu na ye di ye wo msa because essentially the great on Dramani mama tan mo bi say wa nye bi o Ghana anu mo ba ye tin se ma ke se bi omu kafa pa sa papa no
all right
na mu ya cha de we na nye na mpeni fo kasa munja na mu na mu na so mu ka hu se no me na mo pa ma mo no Commander nyankupo nshi ha.
All right my man, pick another caller on the line. Hello Pastor France of frame.
Your brother Charles is here.
Okay, Charles, yanko.
Commander. Me a upuria tani en yo Ghana ade en ti ase kura. Sisi a mi TV 2GT. Me sha de pe bia wa kan che white. Mr. White man no me en yo Ghana ade Commander en ti ase kura. Oni nya mi ejima.
Okay, all right. Yango for another caller on the line, a quick one live at 100.5 citizen show. Hello.
Hello, Bobie.
Pastor, hey, Haja.
Bobie. Na afena mahunu se na akufado papa eni sa ake no koda tai papa edi oman so no sa na omu bo oman abro ema oman ekọ ahohiahia mu ana history asa repeat ne ho ba me ka tre enem babunu se titi mabunu no je sa titi time na omu ye sa time no eno na friend say adisua enko echire ba sesi ankola na omu ba no menim se saadie we omu di be show aka simu ye ye wo pen drive ye be download ni ama di ato ho eba ma okina bi no sampofo e asefo ye mo mo kwan e wo man mu bio because omu ye wiki obi se vice president ye right master na wa di o boss eduma eye Alaji said agogo. Why didn't my rice master and annoy and me bet Yanni cap.
So,
Hey,
so, I na Ramadan near that way.
Ramadan or something for the
Oh, maybe sometime look at a month forward into the actually.
Yes, because Ramadan, Ghana, or more Ramadan 4 pounds and they take it for with her hand. Over the new part that she had the more vulnerable and you take it. Anna, when you away, the band again into Ramadan, no, anything your money, can you for that say, I say, by March, a common on the back crash.
All right, me that's it. My main confirm that call on the line. Hello.
Honorable Bobie.
Yes, sir.
You are the champion of Hussein Adams and Flea Shaman. Manya opportunity there and area. Bobie, Niaman Koyo. And Yaman Koye, because they say, Opani, Unamukroma, Mata will be a ah, no, so Muslim, na someone of my papa, dear no more Muslim, almost there be, almost buying, but Nanaba buying Quadia, and Yaman Koye. Honorable Bobie, I have a hotel. Yes, sir, President Mama Tam, with the Biasad with Mr. McCann, a rice bag now. 1.5 to say rice bag to say this who 6 million. And funny echo. Nana do what that Ghana for say. Yet is the castle. Yet is the castle. And this is what take on your society. Mexica. Yeah, and this is what this kind of you who be can way. And then this is for Solana Black and Kunyano. So, over now, so we start even at Canapa. Nana do Solia. What the Ghana is the cap of being in the movie, no Jalibu Ghana for so. Upon you, I buy about Bonipa. That's will be 50 Ghana, their business. Almost 50 Ghana, their business. Nana do it that Ghana for a net, a come and near Ghana for the Germany. At the Bonnie I have by me. Nanado, yes, and I can Ghana for that the Biaya can say, well, no, or go back 3 times. I send a Ghana for your right in Tatano. I send a Russian, we say, what would dim Lanofana? What a Ghana for? Did you think a bit to Ghana here with this or her? Brony, who are brought up so quite you our brute, also your brony. And you never so Bruma. And I yes, and I can Ghana for now 2024. You ever be decided where the body on the back.
Let us say, my main confirm that call on the line. Quick one. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Commander.
Bajo. Farouk. Oh, Michelle come for. Okay, all right. Let's go.
Papa, I'm 31 years. Atia, you have a body.
Me bajo. Obani yang kontoto na.
Yo, I am the Nanado. Busmuna, Busmino, a year of Papa. Because Ghana phone, you know, yes, I saw phone in Casa. I am in Casa. Wow, we are this crowd in Casa. Now, when we put the name because if I would, I'm a put it now, some of my Mamma 14 cities, say a total 80 cities, 70 cities, with a Jenny and back. If you want to go down, if you know the okay. Huh? Ghana for my young Pejay. Because Muganda and Parliament in Gan can bagging, and yet you know, you will be ended in your coin. Into my young winter and young super war. So, because only and before a year that opportunity and Kadoma be
all right, Madam say, my main confirm that call on the line. Quick one. Hello.
Oh, Commander,
and council soon, patch a fresh of free.
A friend of
okay, do it, uncle.
Commander, Finance Minister, yen this as a Nanado with Jimmy. One pan is our own people money mark hunting to South Korea. On Incan of Majan at all. Would there be our moon temos one of betting I account to him? Oh, one left in Nanado to me, Pamon, and another one to be in him. Commander, Yaminka, why you obey Yan on my the dear new on by you. That President Mahama says or bar will be a big one to do another move your unity. And yes, I bear demonstration at you. So, and yes, I'm betting about Aka, our move banner, we are the full for the same lady, young social.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Young fan that caller, hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, I'm Pacha first of free. Pacha maintain Kakra.
Yes, I'm a holy man.
Okay, Ashoman, you, Yanko.
Yeah. May say, of Korea, I won't. Parliament now go to Bible. On your Bible, it's 1 man
petition if you go to your own sweat. No body, say obey economy, no, I don't know.
Mate. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Commander.
Yes, sir.
I'm Puma.
Boko.
I just have me on my blood boom, me tanker, me Casafia Shama, me the Michael. But I did not me share to create a good plan who you when you see a pesica, a guy roll a coin. We just see a coin and the car of our summer. If you never be says, Ansah pan, yes, in Ansah. Road minister, they do it to Mana, and that's what that one drink. Commander.
Yeah. Means me as well.
Because I didn't know what to question a good power. No, because I road minister, not the Ayazuma and Yazuma. Me what can it be? Then Jammy can't check too. Then first says a lot of Pamami. Now me car Faswa, me car Fasama, a car de Jamina problem, me car home. It is a way you won't draw Monomuncho, Munyan Sakakra, Nana or Munyans and a Wudu.
Yo.
That's it.
My main farm and last call and I'm in family. Hello.
Hello,
okay, Pacho Yanko.
I saw you to shot to the outside now. Everyone has told me to say that washing who are the Ansah about told me to get me a dish cup. Ah, a basic cup, a kindergarten for a free HSC. But how many years and how they question? The answer the commander. I have one. Nkokura Kaya will be a peninsula president. President in town who she. Anna Bawolaya some town with her. Bawomioka said, both police in between atomic war, police penny between atomic. But I didn't also got CCT camera, Kobo police station. Do 2 years near Kobo, Nima police station, or laptops. Now, still, as I'm going for you, you're support to Abba, who can free SHS. I free SHS. Uba, why not see your son or the free SHS? Let the yellow, so blue yellow. You know, Mahama, you can call you now, doing Kobu Manta. You see that my difficult one idea. Well, you call free, move the one idea. You want to be of it here. But we want to look at it. I do have a crab, you could try you. But people demand our car, Ubaganaka.
Okay.
All people demand our friends, Ubaganaka. What do about the hospital? I transfer away for Bobie. But then are pressing your uncle within the actual. Nigeria, but your community did not need the actual. I didn't have Jesus Christ. You need to ask.
Me Kwaba.